Okay, hello, good evening. Hi, Teller. It's only you for now. Uh, by the way, sorry, the class is 5:30. It's not 5:20. I posted the wrong thing in classroom. Okay, I hope you see that I changed the time already. Anyway, so there's only you today. So let's begin. Anyhow, let's go to our chapter 2. I think we stopped here. Oh, yes. Okay. I think we stop here. So, last week, I think I stopped around here, the food technology one, and gladly we did this, We finished our nitrogen cycle. Remember this? We finished our nitrogen cycle. This is the most important part of this chapter. Please study this more. And today, let's talk about something that is not so important first, right? This food production technology, I think I mentioned this last week already, but let me just repeat again, lah. Okay, so what is food production technology? This is the thing we use to increase the quality and quantity of food. All right, so I mean, yeah, we have fertilizer already, but this is not considered as a modern technology. What else can we do to make more food and to make our food better? Okay, these are the few methods. Number one, quality breeds. Okay, quality breeds. Okay, I told you this last week. Like you can cross between two different animals or plants to make the breed, to make a new breed, to make them better. It's just like dog breeds, If you cross, let's say, a husky and a golden retriever, you get a golden husky, something like that, right? It looks cuter. You know, corgi, right? A corgi is they bred corgi this way also. So we have a few examples here. This is not important. You don't need to memorize. Okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so like this example, like this thing called Mafriwa cow. I'm just letting you know for fun. Okay, this cow, they is a hybrid dairy cow. That means they use two different cows, they breed it together, and they make this new cow, and it produces more milk. Right? Just by breeding them, they create a new breed. They can do more milk. So this is like modern technology, lah. You can create better oil palm, better star fruit, better papaya. Like the papaya you buy from market, if it is big and sweet, mostly is this breed we call exotica, right? And of course, this Aka Putra chicken, they grow rapidly. They have the same meat as kampong chicken. Okay, very muscular and very, you can use this to make soup. So quality breed lah. And of course, modern technology. To become a farmer today, not only you need, okay, farmers are not like last time, you use manual labor, no. But farmers nowadays, they use machines, okay, they even do cloning. They use drone to spray insecticide, you see, so gang already. And biotech, they use biotech, this is for cloning also lah. Cloning is part of biotech, okay? And this biotech is part of R&D. What is R&D? Research and development lah. This is mostly done by universities. If you know UPM, universities like UPM, they have agricultural department, okay, department that studies agriculture, and those they will, do research and development so that they can get new skills, new technology to make food better and more effective. Things like that. And of course, education for farmers. We have bodies to teach farmers how to plant things and how to use these machines. Hello, Charlene. How are you? Wow, you're the second one who joined us today. Right. So we were just talking about this. Page 9. These are what we use for modern tech to make our food better and faster. Okay, better and more, I would say. Okay, so quality breed. Oh, guys, quality breed. It applies for so many things. Even durian. You know Musang King? Musang King, back like 30 years ago, there was no Musang King. Okay, maybe not 30, maybe 50 years ago. There was no such thing as Musang King. Musang King was originally from Kelantan, if I'm not mistaken, right? So they just used two different durian tree, and they happen to create this breed, this quality durian breed that everyone likes, right? So why not next time you become a farmer? Okay, next time you go and become a farmer, and you do your own breeding, who knows, you create something that everyone likes, then you will make big money, right? You will create, you make big money. Like, corn, they have something called Masmadu corn. This thing, right? Hey, this Masmadu corn, it looks a bit white. Normal corn is yellow, right? This corn looks white and it's very sweet. You see, even Mardi, they talked about it. So it's like you see, it's a variety. Let's look at what they say. So Masmado and Taiwan super sweet is even better than the Taiwan corn. So you see, you create quality breed, and if everyone likes your breed, you make big money. Okay. So go and tell your mom you want to become a farmer next time. Okay. Anyway, so education for farmers. If you're a farmer, especially if you are Bumi Putra farmer, like if you're a Malay, they actually provide you many things for free. These government agencies they will help, especially if you're Bumi Putra, they will help you for free. They will teach you, they have courses, teach you how to use machine, how to plant the seeds, how do you water them, how do you harvest them. They even provide you free machines for you to use. Okay, so we have a lot of benefits for the people. And of course, optimal use of land and water resources. If you have not enough land and water, you can do this thing called aeroponics or hydroponics, right? So if let's say you have a small farm and you want to plant more things, but you have no space, you can go for this aeroponics. What is this? Basically, aero means air. That means you plant your whatever crops and you hang them in the air, and you use this sprayer and you spray your nutrient solution to their root. So why do this? Because this saves a lot of space. There's no need for soil. And one more thing is hydroponic. This is using water. It's the same thing. These two, they are the same. And what is good about these two, you can stack them, right? You can put a shelf and then you can put like 5 layers of it, right? So you save space. Instead of needing one big land, you have stacks, right? It's like instead of having terrace house, you have condo. This is like condo for plants, so you save a lot of space, lah. Right? This is optimal use of land. They do this in Cameron Highlands also, right? And of course, land management. What else you can do? You can do crop rotation. Remember last week I said you can plant peanuts and durian, and then you swap them, because peanuts, they will do something called nitrogen fixation. Remember? They will fix the nitrogen and put it into the soil. I told you this already. Or you can do terrace planting. Like this is what Indonesia do. Because Indonesia, they have a lot of mountains. They don't have flat land. So they will cut their mountains into like flat lands, like stairs, so that they have enough flat land to plant things they want. This is smart planting. Okay, and of course, what is biological control and pesticide? Right, if you have pest problem, like if you have rats in your farm, there are 2 things you can do. Either you can use pesticide, which means use poison to kill your rats, or better way, you can use biological control. That means using owls to hunt for your rats. So each has its own advantage. Like you see, biological control, what is good about them? They're environmental friendly. They don't harm your crop. They only harm the pests, and they are cheap. But the bad thing is it is very long. For your owl to catch rat, is very slow. Okay, and it's difficult to predict. This might not work, right? Who knows, the owl doesn't like the rat, then they will not eat the rat. And then you need more planning. It could fail, and it could disrupt your ecosystem balance, right? So what about pesticide? Pesticide is the reverse lah. The disadvantage of biological control becomes the advantage of pesticide. Pesticide is fast. Pesticide does not need planning. But the advantage of biological control is the disadvantage of pesticide. They are not environmentally friendly. They will harm your crops, and they are expensive. Okay, things like this lah. I will leave it up to you to read lah, because this was in your Form 2 already. You already learned this in Form 2, and this is like common sense. Okay, guys. Okay, please let me know if you have any question as usual lah. So let's talk about something interesting today. Okay, this is the main thing I want to talk about today, which is food processing technology. Right, today let's learn about how we process our food and what additives do we add to our food to make it better. Okay, right. First of all, what is food processing? Food processing is to go through processing in factory to make your food, right? Very seldomly today we still do lah. If you go to market and you buy chicken, you buy vegetable, you buy fresh produce, they are non-processed, okay? But if you buy dry goods like canned food, biscuits, snacks, milk, whatever, those are processed food. Right, so what is the purpose of processing food? Why do we need to process our food? We process food to make them last longer, okay, so that they are more delicious, more attractive, easily to digest, or you can even say more nutritious, right? Processed food, sometimes they will add extra nutrient in so that your food becomes better. Okay, better. Okay, like you see, Malaysia flour, you know, flour 面粉, tepung. You see, I'm sure you see this thing, see this brand before? You see this brand before? Can you see that? Diperkaya dengan vitamin B1, B2, niacin, dan zat besi. That means when they process this flour, they add in extra vitamin B, vitamin B2, B1. I think niacin is B5 and iron. They add extra stuff in so when you eat this, you get extra nutrient. So when we process this flour, we add extra nutrient for you. You see? So this is the point. Right, so we have processing methods here. Okay, how do we process our food and what do we use to process our food? There are two things we need to learn. Okay, let's look at method. Let's look at method. Kaedah. How do we process our food? So number one, the oldest method of processing food is cooking. Okay, ever since we discovered fire during, when did we discover fire? During the Paleolithic era, I think. Sorry lah, sejarah very bad. Okay, anyway, so after we discover fire, we learn how to cook. Right, you see, cooking is one of the most effective processing method. Okay, you know why? Last time, when we hunt, when we were Paleolithic cavemen, when we hunt, after we hunt a meat, okay, let's say now we hunted a deer. A deer is very big size, right? We have to finish the food within a few hours, which is very wasteful because you see, we can't store the deer because we have no idea how. We have to eat it before it spoils, right? And after you kill a deer, do you think you can finish it? No, because the deer is very big size. You have to finish a lot of meat in a short time and you don't get meat for another few weeks. Because guys, hunting is very hard. You don't just say, oh, I'm going to hunt a chicken every day. No, you can't. Last time when we live in cave, you only get to eat meat every few weeks. So it's a very waste. It's a waste. You have to eat so much meat in one day and you don't get to eat meat for a few weeks. That is a very stupid way to do things. So when we discovered fire, this is a very awesome thing because we learned how to use fire. Okay, so why do we cook food? Because we use heat to kill bacteria. After we cook food, food can last a little bit longer. Not a lot, but a little bit longer. So fresh meat, like if you buy fresh chicken can only last for a day. But cooked chicken, if you cook your chicken and you store it dry, it can last for a few days. Not amazing, but okay lor, better than nothing lor. So that is cooking. This is the most traditional way of cooking, okay, of processing food. So we have so many methods of cooking. We have blanching, frying, grilling, smoking, braising, stir frying, baking, steaming. Okay, guys, I have a question. You know what is blanching? Come, let's test your Gordon Ramsay Gordon Ramsay skill, right? If you watch Gordon Ramsay, that is, you know what is blanching? Anyone? You guys know what is blanching? If I ask you to blanch your veggie, what does it mean? Anyone knows? Anyone knows? And what is braising? As a Chinese, I think you know what braising is. Braising is called lu. You know lu ya. You braise your duck, right? That means you cook it in sauce. So braising lah. So what is blanching? What is blanching? Blanching means you cook it. This is the stupidest way to cook. Blanching is cooking it in boiling water. Okay, you boil your broccoli, you boil your, what else do you boil? Okay, if you boil your choy sam, your sawi, you boil your veggie, that is blanching lah. Is it? Wow, so fancy, blanch. Means you cook it with boiling water lah. Okay, so you know what are the examples lah? I'm not going to go into the examples. So cooking is to use heat and kill microorganisms. Okay, we use heat to kill bacteria, kill microorganism. I just say micro lah. So this is the oldest way to cook, the oldest way to process food. Easy peasy. Right, next, fermentation. This is the second oldest. What is fermentation? Fermentation, I think we learned this in chapter 1, is by using yeast. You know what yeast is, right? We use yeast to break down things so that they can last longer. Right? Like for example, soy sauce. You know what kimchi is lah, right? Kimchi and the fermented bean in Japan. You know natto. Is it called natto? The Japanese fermented bean. I don't know what is it called in Japan. Japanese fermented bean. This thing. They eat this for breakfast one. I don't know. It looks disgusting. It tastes disgusting. Right? My wife loves it though. Right? Supposed to be very nutritious. This is one of the most nutritious food in the world. Same goes to kimchi. Already certified by World Health Organization. Top 10 healthiest food. One of it is natto, and another is kimchi. Right? Because it's full of nutrient. It's full of fiber. Makes you shit easier every day. So it's supposed to be very good for your health. I mean, if you love it, any of you have this before, right? I mean, it's not cheap. If you buy Japanese imported natto, I mean, it's quite pricey. Right. Anyway, so this is fermentation. So you know, it's tempeh. I don't like this. Tempeh is like this. This is what they do in Indonesia lah. Okay, when they ferment their beans. This is a tempeh. Yogurt, okay. Yogurt is fermented too. Fermented milk is yogurt, right? And of course, tapaya, this thing. So fermentation is one of the oldest method. Guys, beer is fermented. That's why beer can be stored for very long, because beer has alcohol. So guys, you have to know, okay, last time, clean water is very hard to come by, right? Water, if you get it from the lake, if you get it from, okay, you can't get water from ocean, because ocean water is salty, right? You can only get your water from river, from lakes, from ponds, and more often than not, these sources are usually contaminated. Let's say someone shit in the river or the pond, you are drinking the shit water. This is why people get sick last time. So instead of drinking water, people will drink beer, right? This is why beer has been around for a few thousand years. People have been making beer since Mesopotamia. Okay, you know Tamado, Mesopotamia, they have been making beer since then, right? Because beer has alcohol. Alcohol is a sanitizer. So beer is safer to drink than water. That's why people drink beer for a very long time already. So whenever there's festivities or anything, beer is the thing. Beer or wine, anything with alcohol has a lot of history. It's fermented, you see. That's why we drink beer, because it's safer for us, right? You have to know, last time there was no, people don't cook their water. Okay, maybe some they do. There was no water filter, right? You just drink plain water from the river, which is freaking dirty. Okay, so anyway, so this is a fermentation. Next, this is also one of the oldest method, which is dehydration or drying. You know Sci Eddie Mar. You know what is heavy? Any of you Hokkien here? My ama used to dry her shrimp under the sun one. This is heavy lah. Okay, dried shrimp. If you're from Penang, you for sure you put dry shrimp. Whatever shit, you also put dry shrimp. If you eat prawn noodle, for sure you put dry shrimp. So this is your heavy. Okay, ikan bilis. This is dried shrimp lah. So this is one of the easiest method to store food, which is by drying. You remove water using the sun. okay, or using smoke, or using oven. Of course, oven is modern lah. But the oldest method, we use smoke or we use the sun. Why? Because the sun is free, and when you remove water, without water, there will be no microorganism. Because why microorganism, they cannot survive without water. So salted fish, you can last for very long. You see, dried shrimp, dried squid, dried fish, dried fruit, raisin, dried fruit lah. Even milk powder. Even milk powder, this thing can last for very long. So these three methods are the OG method, old school method. We have been doing this for thousands of years. We have been cooking for thousands of years. We have been fermenting. We have been drying or dehydrating things for many, many, many years. Okay, next, let's look at some modern methods, shall we? You know what is pasteurization? Have you guys heard of this? You know what is pasteurization? This is really interesting. Pasteurization is invented, okay, by the way, a little bit of history. This is invented by a guy called Louis Pasteur. Okay, Louis Pasteur. He was the first guy who found microorganisms. Because last time, we had no idea why do we get sick. Why did food go bad? Okay, we have no idea why do food go bad. We just think that for some reason they just go bad. But Louis Pasteur said no. Actually, there are something so small that we cannot see, which are microorganisms. So he was the first guy who found microorganism, and he was the first guy who found this method called pasteurization. Okay, so what is pasteurization? Have you guys seen this before? You know what is pasteurization? This is the method we use to preserve milk. So this is your pasteurization. So how do we do this? How do we do this? Okay, there are two choices. You can either heat your milk, let's say milk or yogurt. You can heat your milk to 63 degrees for 30 minutes or 72 degrees for 15 seconds. And after that, you immediately cool it down to 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's why if you go to supermarket, right? If you go to supermarket, there will be a big fridge where they put cheese, they put yogurt, they put Vitagen, they put milk, right? And you see there's a small thermometer at the side. It says that 4 degrees Celsius, right? Why not 0? Because 0 things will be frozen. 4 is just a nice temperature to keep your milk fresh, right? So there are two choices for you. Either you want to do this, 63 degrees for 30 minutes. You have to memorize this. 63 degrees for 30 minutes or 72 degrees for 15 seconds. Right. Why do pasteurization? Okay, why do pasteurization? Why not just heat milk to 100 degrees Celsius? Okay, you see, when you heat your milk to very high temperature, or anything for the matter, you heat any food to high temperature, you are going to spoil the nutrient inside. If you boil your milk to 100 degrees Celsius, you are spoiling the protein inside. A lot of vitamins will be lost, right? So the selling point of pasteurization, the good thing about pasteurization is this thing will retain the nutrient value. It will retain the nutrient inside your milk so that it has minimal loss, right? While making this thing last. I mean, guys, pasteurization, it doesn't last forever, but this thing can maybe last for 2 weeks, right? That's why when you buy fresh milk, it says there, consume within 4 days. Because after you open it, the thing will last for 4 days. Okay, maybe if your fridge is cold enough, maybe it can last for a week. But after a week, okay, maybe you can still drink, but it's not that fresh already. But the good thing about pasteurization is it makes your thing fresh and retains the value. That's the difference between full cream milk and fresh milk. If you go to supermarket, right? You see full cream milk, right? Usually it's on the shelf without refrigeration. It's on the shelf at room temperature. Because those full cream milk, we use something called UHT. Usually if you see full cream milk, okay, let me show you. Full cream milk. You see full cream milk, whatever brand Dutch Lady, whatever. You see here, okay, let me show you. Okay, is it mentioned here? Okay, so it's not mentioned here. Usually they will put UHT in front. There, you see? Can you see? Nestle Professional UHT milk. What does it mean by UHT? That means ultra high temperature. They heated this milk to 90 something degrees. So the good thing about this is it lasts for very long because it kills everything inside. But the bad thing is not because of this high temperature, not only it kills the bacteria, it also kills the nutrient too. So technically speaking, full cream milk is not so nutritious, not so good for health. But fresh milk, if you look at fresh milk, this fresh milk is slightly pricier. Fresh milk is more expensive. And if you look at fresh milk, okay, let me show you any packaging here. Fresh milk. Usually they will say pasteurized there one. Okay, I cannot see anything here. Okay, next time you go to the supermarket, they will put there pasteurized. That means they use pasteurization to do this. That's why, guys, fresh milk and full cream milk, there's a price difference. Full cream milk usually will be $6-7, but fresh milk will be like RM2 more expensive because pasteurization is a more delicate process. It's more mafan. Okay, very mafan one. You have to do this temperature control lah. You have to use fridge to ship it lah. You have to keep it in the fridge lah. Very mafan one. UHT no problem. You heat it, put it on the shelf, problem solved. No need to mafan already. This one a bit more mafan. But when it comes to nutrient, fresh milk has more nutrient. And guys, I don't know about you. Do you guys drink milk? Fresh milk tastes so much better, right? Full cream milk tastes a little bit okay, like still nice lah, but it's a bit more artificial. But fresh milk really tastes like pure milk. If it's from Australia, 100% Australia cow is even better, but it's more pricey lah, right? Because it's more nutritious. Okay, so I don't mind spending a little bit more for better food quality. You should too, guys. When you spend more money on food, you're taking more nutrients in, and in the long term, you make your health better. Okay, so treat it like an investment it's like buying long-term insurance for your health. They treat it that way. Okay, anyway, so they do this to fruit juice as well. Hey guys, they even pasteurize eggs, If you buy those imported Korean eggs, it says that pasteurized. Wow, those eggs like double the price. So according to them, it's cleaner lah. So it is so clean. It's so clean and nutritious. You can even eat it raw, according to them, right? It's mostly used for Japanese shabu shabu lah. Okay, anyway, so this is pasteurization. Next, canning. Canning is the complete opposite. Pasteurization is to retain the nutrient, and it doesn't last for very long. Canning, I don't care about the nutrient. I just heat everything. I just kill everything, and this thing can last for very long time. So I will heat my food to 115 degrees Celsius. You see, 100, I already killed everything. 115, I killed everything, and I remove all the nutrient already. Okay, it kills microorganisms and their spores. So guys, that's why your mom asks you not to eat canned food, because compared to real food, canned food is not very nutritious. Most of the nutrients are lost because of the high temperature. And then they are sealed using vacuum. Okay, so this is a combination of heat and vacuum, and you have your canned food. All right, but the good thing is it lasts for very long. Canned food will last for like 4-5 years, no problem. I mean, it's convenient lah, but it's not very good lah when it comes to nutrient value. Longan, lychee. If you drink the canned longan, the thing has no nutrient one, it's just sugar. The canned longan, you drink this like Chinese New Year one this thing, this canned longan, this thing no nutrient one the thing is soaked in sugar syrup. It's just sweet. You just drink this for fun one. No nutritional value. Same goes to lychee. Same goes to those canned pineapple. Please don't eat this unless you have no choice lah. This thing very not nutritious one, right? I mean, compared to the real thing lah, right? If not, why would people eat the real thing? Why not just eat this instead lah? No, this is very bad. It's full of sugar. You want to get diabetes? You eat this. That's why. Okay, so what is canned food good for? It is good for lasting long lah. if let's say now Malaysia is fighting a war, let's say now we're in a war, canned food is the only thing you can eat, because when there's a war, I don't think there's anyone selling food. So canned food is the one that, keeps you alive. Okay, I mean, we are not fighting a war anymore. So during World War II, people just eat canned food because there's a food shortage, right? I mean, chuko lah, we don't have to go through times like that. Anyway, so next, freezing. Okay, freezing. Freezing is your freezer lah. Your fridge has a freezer. It will okay. Freezing is when you freeze your meat from -18 to -24. Okay, it has to be this temperature. Anything colder, right, guys? I think I told you this in the first chapter. Okay, I think Charlene, you did not attend my chapter 1 lesson, but I think you know this. Cold temperature doesn't kill microorganism, right? In our chapter 1, cold temperature only slows down or stops microorganism. That means if you have a piece of raw chicken, you put it in the freezer, the microorganism, the bacteria is still there. It's just that the thing is not active. The thing is like chilling, okay, not doing anything. It is in hibernation mode, something like that. Okay, so as long as you keep it frozen, it will last for this thing. The good thing about freezing is it will last for a very long time. If you freeze your chicken or you freeze your fish, this thing can easily last for 2 to 3 years. Okay, frozen meat. And of course, what is irradiation? Irradiation is when I use radiation like gamma ray to kill bacteria, especially on my fruit. Usually it's on fruit lah. What is this for? Okay, usually we don't use this. This is only for exports. Like let's say strawberry, like let's say if I'm Japan, I want to export my strawberry to overseas, I will use radiation to kill the bacteria and I will ship it to overseas, right? This thing, what is good about this? It's very fast. Okay, there's no heating, there's no freezing or whatever. I just shoot it with gamma, I put it into my plane, I ship it to overseas. So all the imported fruits like apples, oranges, strawberries, any berries like blueberries, whatever berry, they are all irradiated by using gamma so that they can last longer. Not much longer, but I can last for 2 weeks, good enough lah, right? Because after I pluck my strawberry, the thing is good for like 2-3 weeks. So it's enough for me to ship it overseas so that I can put it on the shelf and I sell it. So that's the good thing lah. Right, so irradiation, this is mainly for large scale. For large scale. If you're like a small factory, there's no need for you to use irradiation. And of course, the last one will be vacuum packaging. Like, you know what is this lah, right? It's this like you draw air out without air and water inside. Plants, microorganism cannot live, so your food will last for very long. Okay, when you buy rice, those expensive brown rice, they are vacuum packed lah. If your house is very health conscious, I'm sure your mom will buy the vacuum packed rice. Usually that would be very expensive. Okay, so anyway, so these are the methods we use to process food. Guys, this is like very straightforward and very common sense. Something that you can definitely relate to. Okay, so you should have no problem memorizing this. And yes, this thing will be coming out in exam. And usually I wouldn't worry about this because you should have no problem. Okay, you see this every day. Right, next, let's look at chemical substance. Just now we talked about methods. Now let's talk about what things do we add to our food to make it last longer. Okay, so we have a few classes here. Oh, this is even more interesting. Okay, first one, preservative. Preservative, this is your 防腐剂. 防腐剂, or my mom like to call this 打寒饭. This thing will make your food last longer. So preservative lah. Okay. Preservative, their job is to stop the growth of microorganism, reduce food spoilage, make your food last longer. Okay, so let's talk about some natural one first. Okay, like you see salt. Salt is a natural preservative. That's why we use salt to preserve food for the longest time. For example, salted fish, ham yu, 咸鱼ham yu, we use salt lah. Because when you make something so salty, no organism can live. No microorganism can live, right? Salted fish. What else? Salted chicken. Do we salt chicken though? We don't, right? Okay, whatever. Okay, salted fish. Right, next, sugar. Sugar. If something is very sweet, it won't spoil, like raisin. Okay, raisin, they last for a very long time because they're very sweet and then there's no water inside. Okay, guys, I have a question. I have a question. Test your general knowledge. What is a natural food that never spoils? Anyone? Anyone? Charlene, Jala? Anyone wants to, any one of you know this? What is the natural food that will not spoil? It can last forever. Natural, note the word natural food. Any idea? Any idea? I think you should have this at home also. Oh, wow. Okay, very good. Yes, that's your honey. That's correct. That's correct. Right. So why is that so? Because of the same concept. Honey is so sweet that nothing can survive in it. Pure honey, pure honey, if your honey has an expiry date, I'm sorry, the thing is fake. Right? It's synthetic sugar water. Most honey, they are like that. Because honey is something really expensive. Salt is not a food, yeah. Salt is a spice. Salt is not a food. You don't eat salt, do you? So sugar. Okay. Anyway, sugar. And of course, vinegar lah. Okay, vinegar is also a preservative. You know, wanton min. When you eat wanton min, you have the pickled chili, right? Vinegar lor. Because it's so sour, nothing can survive. These are natural preservative. Okay, let's talk about some modern preservative. Okay, so what do we use nowadays? We use sodium nitrate. You know what is this? Sodium nitrate is used in preserved meat. Okay, preserved meat. What is preserved meat? Nuggets, sausages, bacons, hams, burger patties. What else? All these things lah. Okay, basically preserved meat lah. Okay, and one more thing, guys. One more thing. Let me tell you something. It is already certified by WHO, already certified by World Health Organization. Sodium nitrate will cause cancer. And it is a first-class carcinogen. You know what's a carcinogen? That means things that cause you cancer. Sodium nitrate and cancer. You see this, you'll know. All right. Sodium nitrate transforms into nitrosamines and can cause gastric cancer. Right. So in simple terms, all these preserved meat, they will cause you cancer. Right. I know nuggets are awesome. I love nuggets too. Sausage are awesome. Bacon is freaking awesome, but I'm sorry, they are first-class carcinogen. That means if you eat a lot of them, you're going to increase your risk of cancer for sure. Right? I mean, you shouldn't eat them anyway. Like, guys, do you know that nuggets, McNuggets, chicken McNuggets in your McDonald's, they're only 20% meat. 20%. The other 80%, we have no idea what the hell is inside, okay? It's mostly fillers, right? Like starch, God knows what else. Like, okay, you know Ramly Burger? You know Ramly Burger? Our Malaysian favorite burger. Ramly Burger is not made from chicken. Yeah, there's a little bit of chicken inside, but not chicken meat. Mostly is chicken bone, chicken organs, and chicken skin and chicken neck. Those wasted chicken parts that they are going to throw away, they grind it up and they make it into patty. So the more you eat, the faster you die, because it's all fats and useless meat, right? You don't get any protein there. It's more just animal fats. You're basically eating a patty made from chicken skin, right? You know chicken skin is bad enough, right? So you're eating a patty out of it. So that's why you die faster, Okay, I mean, enjoy in moderation, guys. Enjoy in moderation. I know these are bad, but you know, but enjoy in moderation. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay, anyway, this is the one you need to memorize: sodium nitrate, and then benzoic acid. This is also very common. This thing is used in sauces. Okay, ketchup, chili sauce, barbecue sauce, any sauce they will put benzoic acid inside. Okay, this boric acid is mostly put in fish ball. In Cantonese, we call it pang sa. Then your mom will tell you when you go eat fishball noodle, they say don't eat so much fishball because the fishball has all the preservative inside, and fishball is very bad for health because of this guy, preservative. boric acid. This thing will make your fishball last for very long, which is not good for health. Okay, sulfur dioxide, this is for fruit drinks. Okay, anyway, the important ones are your sodium nitrate and benzoic acid. Next, you know what is coloring lah? Okay, this one you don't need to memorize anything. You just need to know they add color to your food to make your food more attractive. Right? These are natural coloring. Pandan is a natural coloring. Turmeric is natural coloring. They color your curry so that it becomes yellow. Okay, coconut milk is a white color coloring. But this tartrazine, sunset yellow, carmosin, these are certified safe food coloring. Guys, coloring, I know your mom says that it will cause cancer, but let me tell you this, most factories, they will follow the regulation. They will not put more than what is recommended, what is allowed. All right, and as long as you stay below the legal limit, you will be safe. Don't worry. Okay, you will not die because of eating too much coloring. Not normally anyway, unless you eat like all these candies, unless you eat like what, one pack of 100 candies every day, and then yeah, maybe you'll get coloring. Even Coca-Cola has coloring. Guys, Coca-Cola is originally green. Okay, and then they figure green soft drink doesn't sell very well because it looks disgusting. So they color it black so that they can sell better. Okay, anyway, bleach, you know what is this lah? This is used to remove unwanted color. Funny enough, you know what is benzoyl peroxide? You know what is benzoyl peroxide? This thing is used in pimple cream. If you buy the pimple cream called Oxy, you know, OXY, Oxy, the thing has benzoyl peroxide. This thing is used to bleach your pimple. And funny enough, we can use this to bleach your food. Like what leh? We use this to bleach our rice noodle. You know, bihun. Bihun is not actually white. Bihun is actually brown. So why when you buy from supermarket it looks white leh? Because they bleach it lah. Because white makes it looks better. So that's your bleach law. Nothing much to memorize here. Flavoring. Okay, this is my favorite thing. It improves the taste of your food. Okay, it makes food taste so much better. And you have to know what is this. Guys, if you don't know what is this, shame on you. You're not a true Asian. I'm disappointed in you. I shall remove your Chinese pass. You are not a Chinese. You are a fake Chinese if you don't know what is MSG. Guys, MSG is freaking awesome. You can't change my mind. MSG, okay, or for that matter, glutamate. Okay, let me tell you something. Glutamate is something natural. By the way, guys, glutamate is natural. Glutamate is found in ikan bilis. Glutamate is found in tomato. Glutamate is found in mushroom. That's why these three things, if you use them to cook soup, I'm sure your mom used ikan bilis to cook soup, right? Gong yu zai soup. If your soup is made from ikan bilis, my God, it tastes so much better, right? Because inside your ikan bilis or tomato, they have this glutamate and they will stimulate your tongue, a sensation called umami. This is found by the Japanese. According to the Japanese, they say when you stimulate your umami, every sense of taste get heightened. Sweet stuff tastes sweeter, salty stuff tastes more saltier, sour stuff tastes more sourer, if there's a word, right? So this is your MSG, your monosodium glutamate. So guys, I'm sure your mom told you this before. Don't eat so much. MSG is 美精. Don't eat so much 美精，不要吃这样多味精 ，cause this thing will make you drop your hair, get cancer, become more stupid, die faster. Guys, these are all bullshit, bull freaking shit. There are no studies linked to this, right? It's fake. Eat all the Ajinomoto you want, you are not going to lose your hair. How do I know this? You know what is the country that eats the most MSG? It's the Japanese. They are known as the longest living country in the world. So how does it make any sense, right? Miso is MSG. When they cook ramen, udon, or soba, it's all MSG. Tempura is MSG. Sushi, the soy sauce is MSG. Every freaking thing is MSG. Do you see them die faster? Do you see bald Japanese people? Because according to our moms, you eat MSG, you lose your hair, right? So you using the logic, you should see bald people in Japan. Okay, wow, like that, I don't want to teach already. I will go Japan and sell hair tonic. Wow, buy my product, you can grow hair. I will earn millions there. Does it work? No, because it's freaking bullshit. Okay, MSG is freaking awesome. Okay, tell me something. Okay, tell me something. When you, okay, you know Mr. Potato, any potato chips lah, any potato chip what is the most awesome flavor? It's always sour cream and onion. Right? You know Auntie Anne? You know Auntie Anne? Oh my goodness. When I go Auntie Anne, you know what's Auntie Anne? Near the pretzel. Okay, the pretzel. They got many flavors. They have like chocolate mint, caramel, whatever lah. The best flavor is sour cream and onion. Why? Because in that sour cream and onion powder, there's MSG. Sour cream and onion inside has MSG. That's why when you eat, okay, let's say potato chip, if you eat the normal thing, it's like okay normal or you eat cinnamon sugar, okay, you see, you taste the difference. When you eat cinnamon sugar, you're like, okay, it tastes good. But when you put that sour cream and onion in your mouth, suddenly your tongue comes alive. You try this and see. Next time, you buy two, you eat the sour cream and onion first, because sour cream and onion has MSG, it will stimulate your tongue. And then when you eat that cinnamon sugar, it tastes even better. This is how you eat. Okay, I mean, you have to buy two lah. Okay, you eat the sour cream and onion one, and then you eat the cinnamon sugar. It will taste so much better. Trust me. So guys, put MSG in everything. Your fried rice lah, your soup lah, whatever, put your MSG. Uncle Roger will be proud. Okay, you are a true Asian if you put MSG in everything. You have to, right? This is our Asian spirit. Okay, the Asian in you says that you need MSG. That's why Kuai Lo food, they taste like shit. Have you tasted Kuai Lo food before? Those American food, you think hamburger tastes good, man? You think if you go to let's say Chili's or Tony Roma's, you think their steak tastes good? You think the chicken tastes good? Sorry, Western food cannot compare with Asian food, please. Asian food is full of MSG. Kuai Lo food is bland and tasteless. Okay, there's no need to change my mind. Okay, because it's the truth. Kuai Lo food, they taste like dog shit. Right. Anyway, so put your MSG. Okay, put your MSG. Okay, you are an Asian. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so stabilizer. Okay, this is really interesting. Stabilizer is to thicken your food. Okay, thicken your food. You know, watan ho. You could eat watan ho before. You know what is watan ho? Okay, you know watan ho, right? This thing, watan ho. When you go tapao this thing, watan ho, when you eat watan ho, the soup is like very gooey, very thick one, right? This is what they do. They put starch. Usually they put cornstarch. 薯粉. This process we call 勾芡. That means they make the sauce thicker. You know mummy chicken, you know gulo yolk. When you buy gulo yolk from restaurant, why is the chili sauce so thick? Because they put starch lah, right? So this is a stabilizer, right? And one more thing is acacia. Oh, this is freaking awesome. When you put acacia gum, or they put this in ice cream. That's why ice cream when you eat ice cream, it feels thick, right? That's because of the acacia gum. Okay, you can buy this from Shopee. You can make your own ice cream. This thing is like $5 for a big pack. Okay, it makes your food so thick, so nice. Next sweetener, you know Coke Zero, Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero, 7-Up Zero. They all have this thing called sweetener. Like this aspartame, they are 25 times sweeter than sugar, and they have no calories. You see the good thing? They have no calories. So instead of drinking sugar and make you get diabetes, why not drink Coke Zero? I drink Coke Zero every day. Okay, guys, change your soft drink to sweetener. This thing will not cost you anything. I mean, in terms of health lah. When you don't drink sugar, you are making yourself healthier. So please switch all your soft drinks into zero. You are making yourself healthier. Okay. Hey, even if you buy normal Coke nowadays, our Malaysia Coke is half sweetener already. Okay, it used to be fully sugar. Okay, let's say you buy a can of Coca-Cola, it used to be 33 grams of sugar. Now it's 15. Okay, it's only half sugar. Why? Because our government implemented a tax saying that if your soft drink sugar is more than 20 grams, there will be extra taxes. So instead of that, so they replace it with sweetener. Sweetener is freaking awesome, guys. Sweetener is freaking awesome. No calories, you won't get fat. You can drink like 10 per day. No problem. No diabetes, no getting fat. So why not drink sweetener? Okay, no brainer. Okay, anyway, antioxidant. I think you learned this last year in chapter 10. You know, the chapter when we learn about the medicine thing, traditional medicine, modern medicine, and complementary medicine. Okay, and then there's something called antioxidant. This is a vitamin C and E, right? These things, they are to slow down the oxidation. You know what is oxidation, right? When your apple turns brown, it's oxidation. This thing, they put it in oil. Why? Because oil, when they oxidize, they smell bad. All right. Have you smelled stale chips before? Let's say your chips is like 1 year expire. You open it and you smell the fat, the oil is like, ugh. In Cantonese we call 臭油益味啊 the 油益那个臭油味 the smelly oil smell. So how do we stop that? We put antioxidant. This is to slow down the oxidation. So next time, when you see your food packaging, let's say you buy a pack of chips, potato chips, it says added vitamin C and added vitamin E. And then you're like, wow, this company so good, they care for my health, they put vitamin C and E. No lah, you thought they care about you? No, they don't give a shit about you. They are just stopping their biscuit from going bad, so that the biscuit don't 老风. Okay, 那个饼干没有漏风 That's all they do. You think they care about you? No. C and E is to slow the oxidation. That's all. Okay, nothing much. Okay, anyway, next, emulsifier. This is to mix water and oil. Water and oil. You see, water and oil, they don't mix, right? If you buy a can of sauce, if you don't shake it, the oil will float on top and then the sauce will be down there and you need to shake it. So to solve this problem, we put emulsifier, right? Emulsifier, like, guys, where do we put this? We put this in ice cream. We put this in Nutella. You know Nutella, guys, Nutella is freaking awesome. But guys, Nutella is not a chocolate spread. You know why? If you look at Nutella, there's only this much cocoa powder. Half of it is sugar. That's why they taste so awesome, right? And you might say, sir, how come the oil doesn't float on top? Okay, got lah. Maybe if you buy fresh, they have oil there lah. But usually the oil will mix it very well because they put stabilizer lah. Sorry, they put emulsifier so that the oil and the cocoa powder and everything and the milk, they will mix together. So this is what they do, right? Like ice cream, you know ice cream, they put a lot of oil inside. I don't know whether they show it here. Sorry, I don't know what to search for. But basically, guys, to make ice cream, you need to put a lot of oil. The creamier your ice cream, the more oil they need to put. That means the tastier your ice cream, the oilier it is. So in that sense, if you were to buy Haagen-Dazs is a lot of oil. Why else do you think they taste so creamy? Because of the emulsifier lah, right? That's why, guys, ice cream, it tastes freaking awesome because of the oil. You're too broke to buy that. I agree. Okay. Usually when I take Haagen-Dazs and I look at the price, wow, people spend this for ice cream, I will just put it back. This one, you have to blame Malaysia ringgit lah. You have to blame Malaysia ringgit because Haagen-Dazs is like dirt cheap in the US. But when you convert it to Malaysia ringgit, yeah, that's a lot of money, right? I think I will stick to Walls. I'll stick to Walls. 7 ringgit for one tub. Okay, like 15 lah. If I buy the premium flavor one, 15 bucks for one tub, I'm happy. I eat already. I also don't feel heartache. I can finish the whole tub without guilt. Yeah, 3 color, the Neapolitan one, right? Good. Haagen-Dazs, walao, 15 bucks, like this small. What is this for? For ants? Even not enough for my dog lah. Okay. God. Right. Anyway, so they do this for mayonnaise too. This thing is for mayonnaise. So, guys, mayonnaise is made from egg yolk. That's why they are so fattening. 1 teaspoon, guys, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise is around 120 calories. That's a half bowl of rice, right? 1 bowl of rice is equal to 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. But here's the thing. You eat a bowl of rice, you feel full. You eat 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, you don't feel shit. That's why mayonnaise makes you fat. By the way, guys, it's pronounced as mayonnaise. Naise. Please don't say mayonnaise. I cringe every time I hear mayonnaise. Oh my god, it's mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Naise. How is it niece? It's naise. Sorry. This thing makes me cringe hard. Okay, so it's mayonnaise, right? Hey, this thing has a lot of oil. Mayonnaise is full of oil. Just because you don't taste it doesn't mean there's no oil because they already put emulsifier to mix the thing in. Very bad for health. I mean, enjoy in moderation, like I said. Okay, enjoy in moderation. Okay, so these are the things that we need to learn today. Okay, food processing method and food processing substances. Okay, I mean, should be pretty easy for you because these are the things that you see every day. Right, so unfortunately, I can't finish this today. Guys, if you have the time, please go home and finish your exercise. Okay, where I teach until you finish until where lah. Okay, go home and do this exercise. Next week, I will finish this chapter because next week I will go into food regulation. We have laws about food. This one I will need to finish by next week. Okay, so guys, if you have no question, okay, I think that you guys have no question, very easy stuff today. So I think I'll stop here lah. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Okay, I shall see you the same time next week. Okay, so have a good one, guys. I will see you soon. Good night. See you. Take care and bye-bye.